is severely damaged. You're taking on water, and your future may be a fine with a number per the Washington Post with 4 commas in it. Today, over $1 billion in fines coming your way. As you know, you have to reinforce your words with actions. I have a few questions about some anomalies that have happened in the past. First of all, back in 2012, apparently, Facebook did an experiment on 689,003 Facebook users. You reduced positive posts from users' friends and limited so-called downer posts from other friends. Basically, fed positive information to one group, another group, negative information. The goal was to see how the tone of these posts would affect behavior. I will get in this Forbes article, the LA Times, about illegal human experimentation without permission. I want to talk about that. But it seems that this is disconnecting people, in stark contrast to your mission to connect people.
So here it is. This is our new reality. This is what a normal cloud looks like, according to all of society, scientists, weathermen, everybody. Don't let it bother you. It's no big deal. The sky looks exactly like this, which is grains of sand on top of a speaker with different frequencies running through it. It's the exact same thing. The sand is the medium, the electricity runs over, transmit the frequencies, and it causes the medium to do what it wants. It's exactly what we're watching them do right above us. The only problem is, what is the medium? What is the dance they're going to cause with the frequencies they're running through the atmosphere? None of this is normal. We've been yelling about this for years now and putting up with all the people calling us conspiracy theorists and tinfoil hatters, so forth, so on. But they've realized that after yelling at the top of our lungs on every platform we could possibly locate, the rest of the people aren't listening. They come outside and take pictures of this. To them, this is beautiful. Look at the beautiful sky. Look at the clouds. Even when NASA decides to reclassify clouds and teach it to your children, people don't seem to care. They just don't seem to care. I mean, these people are rubbing it right in our faces. It's just no big deal. No big deal whatsoever at all. And meanwhile, they continue to push forward with their transhumanist AI robot agenda. They push it everywhere. And all of this ties in directly. Because the robots aren't what you think they are. Maybe you guys know what they are, but most people don't understand what's going on about them. They're coming up. It's happening at breakneck speed. Everybody loves this. As creepy and scary and disgusting as this thing is, people love it. Every place you turn around, here they are. They just keep marching forward. And meanwhile, everyone stays asleep. And these things just keep marching forward. We have people way up on the food chain that used to work for DARPA, a company that should frighten and chill every American person to the bone, coming out and saying things like this.
Give you an example of what I mean. Let's start with your brain. Your brain has 86 billion neurons that fire 1,000 times per second.
Before Regina goes on any further, Let me just show you something. Look at all the esoteric, occultic sigils in the background. Tetrahedrons, the pyramids, the five-pointed stars, the ever-present, omnipresent cube in the background, because she's giving a presentation. She's casting a spell, and the sigils are needed for now. But listen to Regina Dugan, who used to work for DARPA, she was the pretty face that pushed everything for DARPA. And now she works for Facebook, their Building 8 project, and this is what she's going to do to you.
Now, they don't all fire at the same time, so let's decrease that by a factor of 100. That would mean your brain is capable of producing about 1 terabit per second. About 40 HD movies are streaming in your brain every second. Now, if you haven't had your coffee yet, you might be moving about 10 times slower, so let's just say it's 4 HD movies every second. And herein lies the problem.
Now let me interject one more time. Let's take a look at their math. According to Regina Dugan of Facebook now, Building 8, 86 billion neurons, which activate at 1 kilohertz. Let's take a look at that. Now this will tell you something right here. This is why they need the 5G network so badly, because with the 5G network all around you, they will be able to do exactly what Regina's talking about right now. With the 5G network in place, they will be able to commandeer or activate all 86 billion neurons in the human brain. That's what the 5G is for. But again, let's listen to Regina and her plan for you and all the people you know.
Herein lies the problem. How do I get all of that information out of my brain and into the world? What are my choices? Well, I'm speaking to you right now, and I'm transmitting at about 100 bits per second.
She is absolutely speaking and transmitting because they use the magic color purple and again all the sigils. But one more time, I digress.
That's the bandwidth equivalent of a 1980s dial-up modem. So here's what we have. 4 HD movies per second streaming over a 1980s dial-up modem. Speech is essentially a compression algorithm, and a lossy one at that. So what if you could type directly from your brain? Think of it more like this. You take many photos, you choose to share some of them. Similarly, you have many thoughts. You choose to share some of them. We're talking about decoding those words, the ones you've already decided to share, by sending them to the speech center of your.
Now, I'm going to interrupt Regina because she's gone from talking to straight up lying. She is explaining to you that they are indeed working on technology, and seeing how she's talking about it, it means it's been done and it's ready to deploy if it already isn't. She's trying to tell you that they're going to help make your life so much better by having computers literally extract information out of your brain, whether you like it or not. But don't worry, it'll only be the information that won't harm anyone else. They're certainly not going to find every single solitary thought in your brain, and certainly they're not going to manipulate any of them. This is where we are right now. And this all ties together with the barium, strontium, aluminum, and apparently lithium that they're spraying in the atmosphere. And they're doing it as though time is running out. It appears the hourglass is almost empty, and they've sped it up exponentially. And meanwhile, while I'm videotaping the sky by my house, the entire horizon, 180 degrees, is red in every direction. While I'm videotaping it so I can do what I'm doing right now, everyone else is taking pictures and selfies in front of it. That sky right there should tell a huge story. The sun's already set. The sky is blood red. It's not a lucky color. It's not something you want to see in the sky. Just saying. But this is where we're at right now. These people are coming forth full blast, whether you like it or not. And if you're not spending every single moment you possibly can preparing yourself for what is about to be unleashed upon this earth, then you're consenting. And that's what they're counting on.